love is in danger. If nothing changes, what's going to happen?
As a mountain biker, nature is everything that we need.
We all love riding trails so much. As riders, we should be protecting it.
It's such an exciting step. Is this the shift the industry needs?
The idea made to shred, having a bike that is made to shred now and made to shred later.
I love riding trails, and I love riding them on really good bikes, which often means carbon. The problem we have is that currently carbon is so notoriously difficult to recycle. I don't like the fact that something as pure and as fun and as reliant on nature as mountain biking can also have a negative impact. I think that sucks.
I think the mountain bike industry knows there needs to be some pretty big changes. We have to find a way to close that loop.
Everyone knows it's important, but it's never urgent. And when it's urgent, it's too late. If nothing changes, what happens? At Focus, we believe that riding together is the best thing in the world. That is why we're asking ourselves, is it possible to shred more and harm the planet less? Is it possible to make bikes better? We think it is, and we set out to prove it. We've chosen the Jam as the basis of the next idea because that kind of bike benefits most riders.
The Jam range is like the bike version of exactly what I like to do the most. I was really hyped when I first heard about it. Because I showed a bit of interest, Focus invited me to the factory to see these frames actually getting made. They actually look custom, don't they? Pretty cool.
So welcome into the Reinforced factory.
There are not too many partners in the world at the technology we're looking for, a thermoplastic carbon.
Changing a material to thermoplastic is actually the enabler for making a recyclable frame.
In my head, one day your bike's gonna die. When your bike dies, it's a really sad day. Hopefully with thermoplastic now, it can be reborn into something new. I think that's the dream, ultimately.
You can follow me to the first process.
The bike, in its raw form, is actually like it's like a toilet roll.
The base material we work with is carbon. So basically this whole roll is one long strand of carbon fiber.
Just listen, Ollie. It's not that confusing.
Is a polymer called a thermoplastic.
Ollie.
Which means that in order to use it...
Ollie, relax. Thermoplastic, polymer, epoxy, they're all just complicated words that clever people like them use to confuse stupid people like us. It's not as complicated as it all sounds. Traditional carbon is a lot like my scones. Once they're baked, they can't be changed. Think of thermoplastic more like chocolate. You can melt it down and change it into a different shape. Essentially, it's just carbon. C-A-R-B-O-N, carbon, but recyclable.
And the polymer inside, and this is the basis we use to build our frames with.
Nice. Can we have a look?
Yes.
These are f***ing mental machines, aren't they? The Diefenbacher. Look at the Diefenbacher. Got built-in green LEDs. So this thing's spinning around, it's cutting different sizes, shapes. At this point, you can't tell it's a bike.
You had all of your little bits cut to where it needed to be, and then this mad panini press came in.
Do you ever cook your lunch in it?
It came out looking like a cartoon version of a bike that's been rolled over.
So this is now half a bike frame with all of the material connected and all of the air sucked out.
How cool. Focus. You've got this. Shock mount. See, it gets thicker around the areas where it's going to bend into a shape. I guess head tube. Where's head tube? I can't see from here. Up here.
Yep.
Okay. That's it. You're getting it. Starting to get it, yeah. If I think of performance, I think of a Formula One car. Something that's burning a lot of fuel and going really fast. When I think about sustainability, I think of hammocks, slack lines, bongos, banjos, camping, smelly hair, ankle bracelets. Clear it out, come on, bloody hippies.
If it's not high performance, then it's not sustainable either. You can have the most sustainable product, but if it breaks after a week, then it's not sustainable.
We've taken the first step by building a recyclable carbon frame that doesn't sacrifice values, but maximizes trade fun. The Gem Square next shreds. It does shred. It does really shred. Promise. Promise.
Next up, it kind of makes a lot more sense because it goes back into a mould.
Taken to this press where it was like very quickly punched into shape. And then it came out as like one half.
Is this my frame?
This is half of your frame.
Oh my goodness. There it is.
That's so sick.
Nice to meet you. Did you see him? He looks just like me. Idiot.
So at this point, you've got something that resembles a bike, but it has a lot of like sharp edges and frayed bits sticking out the side.
So what we do is we keep all of the offcuts, we grind that, and then we have two options. Either we make something which is like a granulate, which can be injection molded, which looks like this. Yeah. Or we can use them to make actual plates from it, which can then go back into the press forming.
The bits that get shaved off are really short strands, so they can be made into, you know, like your chain device or like your headset cups.
So eventually, all of those bits that you see there, they're going to make into this. Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
You're getting it. Well done.
I think the dream here really is that you can have a high performance bike, you can ride the bike, it can be amazing. At the end of the product's life cycle, you actually physically shred it and it becomes your next commuter bike or a component.
I think that's the dream, ultimately.
So this is the process where we bring the two halves together. This is really the core know-how of Reinforce, so unfortunately we can't show it.
It's all done in that machine there.
It's all done there.
Can we show it?
We can't show it because there's a
You
set of
wouldn't believe.
intricacies that is...
No, you can't show it.
No,
Okay.
unfortunately no.
Sorry.
For that part of the process, they wouldn't let us get that close or really see what was going on, but I tried to remember it so maybe I could just act it out, like, yeah? Like that, and then this arm came over. So the arms, well, there was two arms.
This is the last stage of the process. There is where we really finalize the frame. We will drill all of the holes that are necessary for the mounting points, and we actually use radio probing to go to very, very tight tolerances. We can go up to 20 micrometers, that's like 1/4 of a hair.
It's so complicated, it's ridiculous.
It's not that confusing. It's just buttons.
Is that the toolkit on the left?
You don't have to use the machine. He's using it.
How many different tools do you use in this process?
Don't worry about how it works.
Those guys are so stoked and so committed. I mean, it was amazing watching that process.
I was blown away by the whole thing. I think I was super annoying. I asked probably too many questions, we can agree? Yeah, everyone's nodding.
I never thought I'd see like a flat sheet become into a bike. It was really impressive.
So here's a finished frame. You want to hold it?
Wow. Looks mega. And this one's mine.
Okay. I know what you're all thinking. Plastic. Is it just gonna snap? Well, I'm curious too. So Win and I are gonna put it to the test.
The challenge is you get up here.
Yeah.
You can go around if you want. And then we roll off this into that horrific compression by the stump.
That looks horrible.
Yeah. My go-to e-bike is the Jam Squared. This is like a lightweight version of it.
Oh my I'm not keen for that. And it was extremely surprising how well it did ride.
Yes, dog!
My riding was the limit, not the bike. Bit of a warm-up for the riding.
It's playful, it's fun, it's exactly what I look for in a bike.
Dropping up. Oh no!
I've not even had mine that long. I've had a whale of a time.
Oh, he's coming in hot. Oh, the whole gap. That was 11 meters. It's kind of scary.
Oh, look at that. Oh, he's done me. He's done me. 3 inches. It is really light. It is really playful.
It is really fast. I'd say it's the highest performance e-bike I've ridden.
It is the first step for making the bike industry really sustainable.
Change has to start somewhere. Don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good.
A mountain bike does have a shelf life. There is eventually a time when it will need to be recycled, and Focus is leading the way here.
For this to really have the impact that is so desired, more brands are going to have to come on board, more engineers, more marketing managers, more people to come together. I'm hoping in 20 years' time, all carbon bikes are made out of thermoplastic and there is this closed loop cycle.
At Focus, we believe it is super important for us to take responsibility for our actions. The thing we can really do better is bikes. If a company our size takes that effort, everyone else can do it. In the end, we just need to work together. That's the journey we have ahead of us.
We thought that was the journey ahead of us. In January, Reinforced declared bankruptcy. That hit us really hard. Many people invested a lot of time, energy, and love into a project that shows bikes can be done better. Our engineering project, as far as we have come, won't come to market. The chapter of thermoplastics for now is paused. But the whole book of making bikes better for the planet won't end here. So let's stick together and make bikes better.